ghost story that I remember most from childhood isn't "the call is coming from inside the house" or "give me back my golden arm" or "the hook man." Those are all good stories, but the one that I remember most was one that was told to me about the two identical houses that sat one side of the road across from the other on the boulevard that ran through the middle of my small hometown. The houses were built by brothers from Chicago who were architects, and both of them had big cupolas on the top with windows, big panel-sized windows on all four sides. And the story was that every morning they would go up, and that's where their drafting tables were, and they would wave to each other across the boulevard. That story doesn't end well, but that's the one I remember most. I think because it was based in fact first. I couldn't walk past those houses on any trip down the main drag and not think of that story and wonder about those brothers and the ghostly things that happened. I think that's the kind of story that I like the most, one that has at least 1 foot in the factual world. That's the really beautiful thing about storytelling, is that even when you start with the same grain of truth, over time and over tellers, that story changes. The details become more distinct in one area, or they get left out completely by another teller, or a little twist is added here or there to make a story uniquely belong to a particular storyteller. And sometimes people hear that story and they like it so much that that becomes a detail in their telling. Anyway, all of that to say, the story that I chose to tell is based in fact. And pretty much all of the details I tell are true. Maybe some of it is speculation or imagination. I'm not sure that there's a difference between those two things. But I hope it'll stay with you, that you'll enjoy it, and that maybe it haunts you just a little bit, just enough.